Hey everybody, this video is called Land Boundaries, and tonight we're going to continue our pass through here in the book of Numbers, looking at the 34th chapter, where we're going to look at the boundaries that are set by God for the promised land. And we're going to look at who were these men that God chooses to portion out the portions of the land. So chapter 34 verses 1 and 2 starting out says, "Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say to them, When you come into the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall to you as an inheritance, the land of Canaan to its borders." So verses 1 and 2, God was about to describe the borders of the promised land to Moses and the children of Israel. And they would have to drive out the land's occupants in order to obtain this land, to take possession. And they would not earn this land, and they should know that they were not earning this land, but that it was being given to them as an inheritance. In verses 3 through 5, "Your southern border shall be from the wilderness of Zin along the border of Edom. Then your southern border shall extend eastward to the end of the Salt Sea. Your border shall turn from the southern side of the Axon of Akrabim, continue to Zin, and be on the south of Kadesh Barnea. Then it shall go on from Hazar Adar and continue to Asmon. The border shall turn from Asmon to the brook of Egypt, and it shall end at the sea." So we see in verses 3 through 5 here, we see the details of the southern border. And the brook of Egypt is unknown in identity, though many people speculate that the brook of Egypt is speaking about the Nile River here. And it could be a small stream. And in verse 6, it says, "As for the western border, you shall have the great sea as for the border. This shall be your western border." So the western border of the promised land would offer the Mediterranean Sea. In verse 7 through 9, "And this shall be your northern border. From the great sea you shall mark out your borderline to Mount Hor. From Mount Hor you shall mark out your border to the entrance of Hamath. Then in the direction of the border shall be toward Zedad. The border shall proceed to Zephron, and it shall be end at Hazar Enan. This shall be your northern border." So we see the description in verses 7 through 9 of the northern border. In verse 10 through 12, it says, "You shall mark out your eastern border from Hazar Enan to Shepham. The border shall go down from Shepham to Riblah on the east side of Ain. The border shall go down and reach to the eastern side of the Sea of Chinnereth. The border shall go down along the Jordan, and it shall end at the Salt Sea. This shall be the land with its surrounding boundaries." So we see the descriptions of the eastern border in verses 10 through 12. In verse 13 through 15, "Then Moses commanded the children of Israel, saying, This is the land which you shall inherit by lot, which the Lord has commanded to give to the 9 tribes and to the half tribe. For the tribe of the children of Reuben, according to the house of their fathers, and the tribe of the children of Gad, according to the house of their fathers, have received their inheritance. And the half tribe of Manasseh has received its inheritance. The 2 tribes in the half tribe have received their inheritance on this side of the Jordan, across from Jericho, eastward toward the sunrise." So verses 13 through 15, this is the land that the 9.5 tribes sitting on the western side of the Jordan River, and that's where they would divide. And the other 2.5 tribes already had their inheritance in the Transjordan in Numbers 32. In verse 16, 17, "And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, These are the names of the men who shall divide the land among you as an inheritance: Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. So Joshua and Eleazar are the two chosen, most godly and prominent leaders among Israel that was given the responsibility to divide the land. And dividing the land was not an easy job. They were in a very divisive position and controversial duty. In verse 18 through 29, to wrap up here, it says, "And you shall take one leader of every tribe to divide the land for the inheritance. These are the names of the men from the tribe of Judah: Caleb the son of Zephaniah. From the tribe of the children of Simon, Shemuel the son of Ammihud. From the tribe of Benjamin, Eladad the son of Chislon. A leader from the tribe of the children of Dan, Buki the son of Jogli. From the sons of Joseph, a leader from the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Haniel the son of Ephod. And a leader from the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel the son of Shephan. A leader from the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Elizaphan the son of Parnach. A leader from the tribe of the children of Issachar, Paltiel the son of Azan. A leader from the tribe of the children of Asher, Ehud the son of Shalomi. And a leader from the tribe of the children of Naphtali, Pedahil the son of Ammihud. These are the ones the Lord commanded to divide the inheritance among the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. So, as you can tell, one of the things I don't like about the book of Numbers is all the weird names that I can't even say. But in verses 18 through 29, we see there are leaders of each tribe from the 12 are appointed to help Joshua and Eleazar in dividing the land. And none of these men were sons of the leaders listed back in the first chapter of Numbers, verse 5 through 15. And so to wrap up here, we're keeping this really short. A lot of people, when they preach through the book of Numbers, they combine chapter 33 with 34 or 34 with 35, because 34 is a very descriptive chapter that is not a really, attention getter to us, but it is, important if you pay attention to the leaders in it who are chosen by God to carry out the controversial duty of dividing the land. And so to wrap up, we look at the boundaries of the promised land, and we looked at the leaders that were appointed. And so that will wrap up this video, and we'll see you next tomorrow night, as we're going to look at the appointment of Levitical cities and towns, and that's going to be a much longer chapter to go through. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Hope you have a great rest of your night. God bless.